Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Terratech with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome to the main menu in which I am very, very happy once again. Once more, I am the featured YouTuber, something which always makes me feel so proud and so just generally happy. So there we are. I just wanted to show that off since a lot of people have mentioned I am indeed the featured YouTuber, so this will stop the flood of comments for maybe 5 to 6 seconds. Either way, so happy I've been put up here again, so thank you to the developers there. And with that, let's get into the campaign and let's continue where we left off. Here we are in the game, so let's do a little bit of testing. So first of all, we're going to need a bit of material. So let's destroy all these since they're worth a lot. Collect them on my lovely little buggy there at the back, which I've managed to let go of. Even when the hook's that way, that is definitely going to be a nuisance. Either way, there we go, grab everything. It turns out I was actually wrong about something. I know, huge surprise. But I thought when they connected, it didn't really matter of the orientation because the physics don't seem to be consistent. So I just imagined they basically became one block, because if you try and anchor now, even though I didn't just actually anchor, you basically warp through the top, which is a real shame. Now if I do this, there we go. You may see things are going a little bit faster. That was the first test, and that is this, the Pacemaker that we found in the previous video. It's absolutely insane. When on turbo mode, you very, very quickly use up everything. So that is absolutely amazing. I don't know if that's going to be a more endgame item for the future, because it really seems like the last thing you're ever going to use. Anyway, for now though, we're just going to do some missions, because what I really want are the mobile delivery cannons and the mobile refineries. So we're really going to look into Venture and GSO, since both of those have at least mobile cannons. I'm not quite sure about the refinery for Venture. I think they probably do. Either way, there we go. Onwards. And yes, if you put it on guard, that tends to actually use the wheels to push forwards, which does increase the speed very, very slightly. That's a big-looking enemy. But it seems like it has no actual ranged weapon. No, it has a couple of mortars. Is that it? Just... No, they're not mortars, they're lasers. I thought it was mortars on the top. Trying to turn with this trailer is difficult. I think the trailer still needs a bit of work. It clearly isn't quite finished yet. In terms of the actual mechanics, not my trailer. Although, yes, my trailer as well isn't quite finished. But still. Now, whilst we charge up before nighttime is upon us, let's do this. There we go. 2 chargers on you. Let's jump over to you for just a second. Do we have any regular batteries? That would be the best. We actually don't. That is somewhat surprising. So we have these oversized battery packs. Yeah, that won't get in the way in the slightest. In that case, I'm going to steal a couple of your batteries instead, and then replace them with GSO. Obviously, what I really meant then was replace it with GeoCorp, which is indeed what I've done. So let's go ahead and kill this enemy quickly, and then reattach, and we can be on our way. Now with the trailer being able to actually shield itself. Goodbye to you. I said, well, I mean, it is going away. There it goes, detonating gloriously. Now what I really should do is have these chargers on both of these techs. That way I can actually share our power between both of us, which would definitely be the better option. But for now, I like just having both of those there, so it's going to be as it is. There really needs to be an easier way to do that, but there we go, onwards once more. Let's see how it's going to handle this hill. Should be okay. Nope, it doesn't even handle that correctly. So yeah, once again, I was wrong about these hooks. I thought they had no physics when they were attached, but obviously they do, which is a little bit annoying. It just needs a bit more refining. What I might need to do is essentially attach multiple hooks. and have them facing in different orientations, because this is a little bit too easy to simply knock off, which really isn't what I want. Maybe this size would be better, the large variant. Let's test it out. Okay, so after a lot of testing, this seems to be the best way to have the hook and to have the loop. And this is including every single type of hook I currently have, and testing them out with different orientations, having the loop on the front craft and having it on the back craft. It has nothing to do with how it's meant to be used, it just seems to be the best one so far. Now, one thing we do have is this, the toe lock large, which apparently can be attached to an attachment point on one of the large hooks. Now, sadly, this one doesn't seem to have it. So there must be another version of the large hook, which in the future we can use this on, which should hopefully make a much more stable trailer. So there is still a lot of hope for using trailers rather than using simply one larger craft. So, that's in the future, because as you can see, there are different versions of each size. This is the medium type 2, this is the medium type 1, here's the medium type 1 again. Wait, what? Oh, this is the ring. Okay, this is the hook. I see what I did there, just got that a little bit mixed up. But yeah, as you can see, there are different versions, so I'm going to assume that there's going to be another version of the large, which will have the end, which we can attach this lock, which should hopefully be the most stable out of all of them. So now, let's finally get back to doing some missions. And yes, testing really took almost 20 minutes just now, with every single variant. About 5 minutes of travel in, and this hasn't decoupled once. The only problem is, we are seemingly dragging the front a little bit more than we should be doing, but it isn't really slowing us down, since these wheels can handle so much weight anyway. Only 2 of them are actually overweight right now. There we go. So yeah, all is good, and when we get the lock in the future, I think the trailer idea does indeed have a future, and I am feeling way more confident about it at the moment. Although, we are going to need a bit more power on the front craft, I feel, so this will have to be significantly larger. Oh, hopefully this will just be loot and no trap. Of course it's a trap, why wouldn't it be? Okay, now you can bugger on off. No, I wanted to go back to him. There we go. Oh, it's not daytime. Well, that was absolutely worthless then. I was expecting to get some power back, but sadly not. Oh, look how cute little venture bots are. Did I really just throw my trailer off a cliff? I should not be trusted with things. Just ever, in general. Thank God I don't have kids. Sorry, hun, I accidentally threw them off a cliff again. Oh, you. Ooh, got Venture Radar. Nothing too special there, but at least we did get a bit of reputation. So let's go ahead and put that down. And now I need to go and rescue the trailer. A quick thought, and possibly the last one today about hooks, because I'm getting a bit bored of it myself, is that if I have the hook at this height, it doesn't cause the other wheels to drag on the vehicle behind us, but it's much more likely to simply decouple. If I have it lower, it's what's causing this this ring to be pushed down, and thus the wheels are being dragged, but it's almost impossible for a decoupling on any mild hill. So I really have to choose the more stable or the faster. And I think I'm definitely going to go with stability. Well, that's a rather large craft, and is being distracted, and it has wings. Okay, well, definitely going for this guy then. Just hoping the wings don't get knocked off. In fact, what I'm going to do is put down the black hole so that when stuff falls off, it should instantly be harvested. Really? You're going to go for that? You're going to be that annoying? You destroyed my black hole! You! Pain in the butt! Thankfully, I can just purchase a new one. Well, that was a bit unfortunate. I thought he was going for me, but apparently... Yeah, okay, need to be more sensible about that in the future. Thank you, other guy, for not paying attention whilst that fight was going on, though. Let's wait until that's active, at least. Seems like we've got quite a lot of good stuff, though. We could really build a massive tech right now, by the way. I am fully aware of that, but I'm trying to go... Well, I'm trying not to go insanely huge straight away this time around. Plus, honestly, I'm having fun testing out the new things a lot more. Although, yeah, like I say, we could have an absolutely massive Geocorp tech right now. Onwards! Hello, trading station, and hello, small enemy still attached to me. I didn't even realise you were there. Well, we need a lot of stuff. So first of all, missions. Craft your business, sure, why not? Bird of prey, okay, that is unlocking Hawkeye. And I would like both of those as well. So, yep, to everything there. Now, as for the store, let's have a quick look in your experimental section, and... not much. Although, actually, now I think about it, some people have said that the firework launcher is actually a pretty good weapon. So, let's grab another one. Sadly, the first one got broke, so now we have a second, and let's just see how that goes. Also, we're somehow still almost attached, as one of my wheels goes absolutely mental. Once again, we are in the experimental stage. Also, there's purple behind us on the map. I'm guessing that's one of these? Maybe? Must be bird of prey, yeah. Okay, let's do that one first. One random thought I've got is, if we add multiple pacemakers, would that actually increase the speed of this? I doubt it, but it would be amazing if it did. Either way, best item ever. It has to be an endgame item, or only for sandbox mode though, because this is just ridiculous. Really inefficient setup, and we're going this quickly. And with that, let's finally go off and find ourselves the Hawkeye craft that crashed. After dealing with these rather tiny little enemies, of course. Look, up in the sky! Can't really focus on that right now, kind of killing things. How are you even moving? Your wheels are so perfectly hidden. Now, if I remember correctly, what's going to happen is that some Hawkeye enemies are all going to spawn. Am I correct in this? Well, it's crash-landed alright, but it looks mostly intact. See if you can get a closer look. Hello, Crash Tech, how are you doing? You exploded! I wonder if there was a way you could have saved those items. Because they included wings and stuff. I bet you if we moved our repair bubble close enough or put down the black hole generator, maybe you could have grabbed that, but I completely forgot that was going to occur. I could have tried to cheese it a little bit then. I could have essentially Alt F4'd and hoped that the autosave was a little bit behind and then tried again, but that just seems a little bit wrong. And honestly, it very rarely works anyway. Yeah, need to leave the trailer behind next time I try and fight, since I can't turn on the spot right now, and my back lasers are now hitting the trailer. Clean up crew. Die, please. You're not even cleaning anything, you're just shooting me. You'd make terrible janitors. Thank you, okay. Now you two are gonna go pop. Let's wait until that grabs the items, there we go, now we'll start firing again. This is the stupidest fight. Yeah, I need to leave the trailer behind. Having trailers is definitely not the smart way to go. But it's my way of going. Okay, there we go. Now I've got some of the Hawkeye items. Probably won't use them for a while, but we have them. Next, let's do Band of Robbers. Well, a change of plan. Hello there, Crafty Mike. How are you doing, good sir? I don't actually remember what this one is, since we've already had the one for the fabricator. Oh, the scrapper. Well, we've already got one, but thank you. That was totally worthwhile buying earlier then. Well, I might as well get some power whilst this goes on. You know, I completely forgot I actually attached the fireworks to the front here. They don't seem to actually work. Oh, hello. Well, we're being ambushed while talking about fireworks. Or are they working? It's hard to tell with all the explosions. Oh, no, he's definitely aiming. Huh, so yes, it is working. What I'll have to do before the end of the episode is go into the sandbox mode and just test how much damage they do. In fact, let's do that right now. Okay, so after a little while of testing, a few things. First of all, I still can't figure out what causes a firework to actually work and what causes it to not. Because sometimes when you're firing, it just refuses to even shoot, and then, just like then, sometimes it doesn't actually spawn the projectile. But occasionally, when you fire one and it actually hits the target, it does actually seem to do quite a bit of damage. Even if that time it missed. Is it only working when I'm moving directly forwards? You see, they spawn, then they instantly despawn. And it seems to happen regardless of which way you actually face them. As you can see, it does work on top there. At least it aims anyway, it tries to aim. There we go, and as you can see, it damaged quite a bit, the one that actually went towards the target. So, it's a little bit weird. So, I looked it up, and apparently the fire rate's been nerfed from a previous edition where they were actually apparently decent weapons, but also they only really fire when aiming mostly upwards and moving forwards. That's about it. So right now the fireworks don't seem to really work properly. On the upside, when they do work, they're fairly pretty, so that's nice. However, not really weapons material. Now here's a question. Can I put this on here? I don't know why I want to do this. I just kind of wanted to. Okay, back to the campaign. Well, here we are to protect this lovely fellow over there, even though he can't actually take any damage. So, I do feel a little bit redundant here, but on the upside, we get to kill tiny enemies, so how bad can it really be? And this time, you're staying over there. Hello, little car. Ooh, I'll be getting one of your AI. That's pretty good. Hello, Pewdan. Goodbye, Pewdan. Hello, Wheelie. Goodbye, Wheelie. I said goodbye, Wheelie. I say goodbye. Now be a gentleman and go away. When someone shooting you with a laser says goodbye, it's only good custom to simply vanish. To do otherwise is just rude. And finally, pop. And what do we get as a reward? Please give us some experimental stuff. That's normally the more exciting. Ooh. Although I will definitely accept that propeller. That is pretty awesome. What's that? A fuel... Oh, that's cute. I've never seen one of these before. It must be at least new enough that I haven't seen it. The fuel pod. So a small fuel canister. That is actually awesome. I also don't know what that is, actually. Hooked beak block. How long have I been gone from this game before I started the series again? Apparently way too long. Jump from the ramp to the high loop. Okay, so clearly we're going to need to build something specific there, but we'll do that when we get there. Getting close to level 2 with Venture, at least. I've just purchased a second Pacemaker, so we're about to find out just how fast this will go if we have 2 of them, both on turbo. That didn't seem too different. I'm assuming it wasn't. So, you on normal. Actually, that would be a good test. If we put them both on turbo, then we press normal on one of them once we have enough resources. So, let's just go back to you. Unanchor. Get you some resources, and let's find out if that actually has an effect. Okay, both are currently set to turbo. So, if both of them are having an effect, when I press normal on one, it should slow down, but not to normal speed. However, if only one has an effect, and they basically override each other, then when I press normal, it will go to normal speed. Okay, and normal. And yeah, that's definitely normal. Then turbo, no difference. Okay, so a Pacemaker is pretty much unique to the craft. Well, it's good that we definitely know this at least now. Time to find some buried treasure. So, a different mission to the one we were originally on, but even so. There we go, I'll leave you behind just for a second. Oh, well this is a really annoying hill, isn't it? Will enemies spawn? That's the question. Yes, they will, but we did indeed anchor, so it's going to be very difficult to kill us. And we turn incredibly quickly. Hurrah for that. Can you please get away from being so close to me? Thank you. And thank you. And is that it? Yes, it is. Fireworks launcher. Some more basic stuff. I'm not seeing anything particularly new. Well, we do have the ice cream sundae. Oh, I see what you did there, you game. With your references and such, but that's pretty much it. Yep, nothing too fancy. Although we are getting close to the next level with Venture, which is good, because that means different items will drop for us. So, let's go and do the other Venture mission, the High Hoop one, and hopefully we'll get something unique. Or just shiny, one of the two. So, after 10 minutes of trying to get it to work, it simply doesn't. Also, this flyer is the hardest thing to control in the universe because of how badly balanced it is. But either way, if I use the ramp on a flyer, it doesn't work. If I use it on a non-flyer, it doesn't work. If I go away and come back, it's not spawned in. So the last thing I can do is try to relog, and then maybe that'll work? And nothing. Okay, that's worrying. Going to relog again and going to see if there's actually a second hoop ever going to spawn in. So, after relogging a few times, turning the game off and on again a few times, and other things, it just doesn't seem to be working. And let's pretend I was actually aiming for that tree, because that would have been actually quite impressive. Look how adorable this little bot is. But okay, let's go out to find another quest to do. And I'll quickly edit to that, because I've been sitting here now for way too long. No way. Is that... No, it's not. Okay, for a second there, I thought that was the loop spawned incorrectly miles away. I don't even know what that is. I haven't got a mission for it anyway. Ooh, but there is a trade post coming up in a second, so maybe that is for a racing mission. My first tech, just stay there. Just stay there and you get to live. I am being generous today. Amazingly, no, that wasn't actually a mission from this area. Well, that's interesting. Well, either way, we did at least get a special delivery, so we can at least get level 2 with Venture, which was one of the side quests of today's video. Didn't really mean to say quests there, but the word I actually wanted just wasn't loading. The word, by the way, was goals. Whee! Hello. No, do not fall down there, thank you. Hello, parents, I return. Final mission of the day, learn to fly. It's time to get you up in the air. Stop clinging to the ground like some kind of off-world earthworm. Get up there and see things from another perspective. We've got a flying tech for you to try. Go get in and then take it through some floating checkpoints. Find the flying tech, take control of the flying tech, fly it through some checkpoints. I will indeed do that, and I'll grab that as well because that's a lot of experience. But this one first. Okay. Turning with you there is so annoying. Ooh, flying things. I mean, that was to be expected, but still, flying things. Looks rather cool, honestly. Really? You've got to be on the top of a mountain. You couldn't be anywhere else. Oh, wait, no, you're over there. That is really weirdly placed, actually. Please don't. There we go. Yeah, now I figured out this trailer, this is actually a lot better than it was. Still looking forward to the other stuff, though. Oh, hello again, Susie. How you doing? Here's your flying tech. Thanks, Susie. Oh, actually, what I'm going to do first, though, is just float, anchor, and then swap to you. Who's also going to float, and kind of glitch out at the same time, but that's fine. There you go. You in defensive mode, you are now mine. What am I doing? Yeah, first of all, let's just go over to... That was weird. Let's go over to somewhere a little bit flatter, like here, so I can at least take off. Okay, this is really sensitive and thus bizarre to control. There we go. Ah, there's a time limit! Oh no, it's not. It's just a little timer. Okay, that makes me feel better. Nice job! You can keep this tech, keep practicing. Will do. It's actually quite a nice, really basic tech. It's a little bit weird when it comes to pitch, but other than that, it's just so basic, it's nice. In fact, what I'm going to quickly do is... Floopy Fly. There we go, that's an adorable name. I also like how it was trying to make me tweet saying I'd built it. Thanks, game. Shall I... I was about to say, shall I explore, but I wasn't paying attention. And with that, I think it's the perfect time to call the episode. My phone just went off, I crashed into a tree, and my pet frog just started chirping weirdly. And by frog, I actually meant toad. Either way, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, then of course, likes, favorites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Terratech is a series you wish to see continued in the future. In the next episode, hopefully more goals will be achieved, but either way, I've had a lot of fun today, and I hope you have too, because being cheesy is fun as well. Bye-bye.